Okay, let's take a big breath in and reach it up. Stretch yourself as long and tall as you can. Take some deep breaths and then gradually work your way over to one side into a side bend. And take 2 or 3 big deep breaths here. Let your ribcage open and expand. Let your side body open. And then come up to center and see if your spine can flex to the other side. Lateral flexion. It's big words. The only big words of the morning. And come on up and let's circle our shoulders. Nice. And the other way. Just take your hands down to your shoulders. Just keep those elbow circles going. And then roll your shoulders. Shimmy them out. Whatever feels good. Let's shrug up to your ears, create all that tension, scrunch them up. Big inhale and exhale down. Good. Up, up, up. Down, we'll do that one more time. Scrunch, scrunch, scrunch. Shrug, 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 and down. Shake it out. Take it down to the hips. Pop it out side to side. And turn those into hula hoops. Sorry, I'm looking away. I hear my dog crying because he's waiting to go out and play. My husband is taking too long. And reverse that. Nice big circles as big as you can. And figure eights. Okay, down to the knees. Circling the knees out. And reverse. 6. Good. Let's come up to standing with a little bit more leg work. Let's pull your knee up to your chest. Pull it in. Nice. Bang. One more each side, and we'll go into butt kicks. Reach and pull. See if you can kick your own butt. I used to be able to do this both sides. Good. And then bring your feet underneath your hips and press the ball of your foot into the floor and let's prance it out. Two more each side. And then let's come into first position where you can keep rolling up onto your toes. We're going to zip through the midline and lift up. Good. Love it. Everybody's going up and down. Once upon a time, I think more of us were falling forward as we did this. The last one. And then pigeon toed. Building up the outside of your leg. Up and up. Okay, taking your feet wide. Let's go side lunge to side lunge. And then walk your feet in 1 or 2 steps, sink down into a squat, and hold. So chest up, eyes up, check in with where the weight is on your feet and kind of get centered. And then push against your thighs, so you're pushing them back and getting a bigger stretch as you sink down a little bit more. From here, we're going to take one shoulder down and take 2 breaths in. And then we're going to rotate to the other side. And then come back to center. We're going to come back to these. We're going to lift one heel up, the other heel up. And then just do regular shoulder drops. Heels down, of course. And roll it up. Are we ready? Let's play with our toes. Hopefully you're finding these are getting a little bit easier as we go along. So again, spread your toes out. Just look down. Notice how if your toes are able to spread a little bit wider than they were at the start of the month when we started doing these, see if you can keep 8 toes down and just lift your big toes up, both feet moving. So 2 big toes coming up and down at the same time, trying to keep the other toes down. And then we're going to keep the big toe down and lift the other 4 up. For the big toe, keeping it grounded while the other rest of the foot is moving is underrated. And then we're going to lift just the right foot, big toe up. And then the 4 toes up, big toe down. Then switching sides, 5 big toe lifts on the left. And then 5 4-toe lifts on the left. Then we lift all 10 toes up and fan them down. All 10 toes up and fan them down. I'm going to do that one more time. Good. So finding your balance on one leg. Excuse me, I saw that. Still have my gum. We're going to do 20 little mini squats. I want you to think about extending through your hip. So your hip is going back into a hinge. Your knee is going to move forward. It has to. That's the only way you can lower yourself. Let's see if we can get 20 little mini squats in. Good. Your butt should be burning after that one. Good job. Side 2. Spread those toes. Center your weight. Extend through your hip. Make that muscle work while it's lengthening. Hands are wherever you need them for balance. Eyes are wherever you need them for balance. Good. So shake your ankles out, shake your legs out when you're done. There's no rush. I'm waiting for everyone to come back. Let's go back to side 1. We're going to tap forward and back. Let your body move with this. I can't say I've gotten much better at this because I haven't practiced this between our classes. But letting your arms go. One more, and then we switch sides. Okay, so tapping forward and back. And then we can add the arms. Let your whole body move. 2 more. Good, and shake it out. Okay, we are, instead of doing alternating lunges, forward lunges, we're going to do curtsy lunges just to mix it up a little bit this last week of the month. And because why not? I've been feeling like I've been missing them. Like those out of my way. So we're going to do our curtsy lunges. We are going to do our good mornings, our Y flies, so have your little weights ready, our mountain climbers and push-ups. So 10 curtsy lunges, 5 to each side, crossing behind and sinking down. That's 1, 2, 3, so we're doing 10 total. Good. Take your hands behind your head. Whew. Hinge back, chest up, eyes forward. 2. Should be getting a big hamstring stretch, not just bending from the waist. Okay, grab your little weights. Or no weights, you can do this with the clenched fists also. We're going to find that hinge, so we're getting that big stretch through the glutes and the hamstrings. Shoulders down, chest up, and lift. Arms are straight. Good. Pulling with the back. Good. And then I'm not going to change the camera, so I'm going to do my mountain climbers and push-ups on my bench. And you can do them wherever you want to. Find your plank and step in. And then whenever you're done, you can just go straight into your push-ups. And when you're ready, come on up. We go into round 2, curtsy lunges. Okay, finish up your 10. Hands behind your head. Hinge, hips go way back and forward. 2. Grab your little weights. Roll those shoulders down and back. Think about pulling your shoulder blades down your spine. As you pull them down, it helps lift your arms up. 6. Nice. Straight arms. Okay. Mountain climbers and push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2. If you need a drink, grab a drink. We're going to do that one more time. Are you ready? Last round. Curtsies. Good. 5 good mornings. Push those hips back as your head moves forward. Last time with the little weights. Find your hinge, settle in and lift. 2. Nice. 9, 10. Okay, last little mountain climbers. Last bit of push-ups. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Circle out your wrists, walk it out, grab a drink. You're gonna find your step. We're gonna do our power moves. We have our 5 box jumps, 6 if you want. Let's do 5 with a little hop like we did on Tuesday. And then we'll do our push press. Really nothing fancy to add to a push press. So we're pushing off of both feet now, evenly, not noticing hopefully that one foot is dominant, both feet are pushing, both feet are landing evenly. So let's go. 1, whoops, let's trip over our bench. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So just 5 or 6 if you're doing the, go to our push press. Whew. Rack your weights. Load the springs coming down to that little squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So if you had the option of going a tiny bit heavier on those push presses, I should mention this, been using the same weight all month. See if you can go that increment. Okay, 30 seconds. Let your heart rate come down. Sometimes 30 seconds seems really slow. Sometimes it seems really fast. You have 10 seconds. Let your nervous system recalibrate. And let's go. Up. 2. Your weights. Okay. Sink it down. Pop it up. 2, 3. Good. Now bring it down. Weights down. Grab a drink. We're going to take about a minute. Let your nervous system recover. Power moves, nervous system intensive. So we're going to go into our lifts. We are moving. We have squats. So if you're using wedges for your squats, grab your wedges. We are doing chest press. And we're doing that overhead pull. And I think for fun today, because we have time, I'm going to add in a row from a hinge. So we'll be doing this. So think about what you need for your squat, what weight you're going to use, what weight you need for your overhead pull when we're laying down and pulling that weight over our heads. We're going to add in a 2-arm row from a hinge. So I'm not sure what weight you need for that. Might be the same, might be different. And then chest press. Okay. Oh, quite an assemblage of weights. So with our squats, like we did last week, we're going to add the pulse at the bottom. And wait for everybody to come back. So let's hold the weight up at our chest. Toes can be turned out just a little bit. Sink down to the bottom. Little pulse, and come up. We're doing 10 of these. Don't let the weight fall into your toes. Make sure you can feel your heels. Sit back into your hips. Push into your feet. And lift yourself up. Good. Put that weight down. And we have our overhead pull. Boop, boop, boop. I didn't think this through very well. So we come on the floor or on your bench, arms up, keeping those arms as straight as you can. We're going to settle in. Big breath in. Big exhale, let your back settle. And then we're going to pull. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you pull back up. And when you get to 10, let's roll it up. Find your weights for a standing 2-arm row. No rush. Rolling your shoulders back and down, coming into that hinge. Your chest stays forward and your eyes stay forward. And we're going to row. Good. Let's go to 12. Good. That was a super set for your back. Your back should be feeling nice and tired now. Swing your arms out when you're done. And we're going to work the opposing muscle group and find your spot to do your chest press. Okay. So we're going to settle down. Find your heavier weights. The range is 8 to 12, depending on what weight you're choosing. So again, we're going to settle in with our breath and press. You're done. Bring the weights down safely. Take a minute, collect your thoughts, grab a drink. Then we'll go back into our squats, but let's take a minute. Kind of absorb the work that you did. Stretch what needs to be stretched. Swing your arms, whatever it takes to feel like you're ready to go again. And give yourself a hug, stretch your back muscles. You do standing cat-cow. You can reorient your workspace if you need to. So with the goblet squats, I want you to see if you can keep your weight even. It's easy when your heels are elevated to push your weight into your toes and then push through your knees. When you keep your weight back so that you feel your toes and your heels and you're sitting back into your hips. So you push through your feet, your glutes are doing the lifting, not your quads and your knees. And when you come down, it's gonna be more than a minute because I'm talking. The weight's here. See if you can get your elbows inside your knees. No? It's okay. See if you can sink down, 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 and up. Let's go. Little pulses at the bottom. 1 or 2, your choice. Make sure you're pushing into that heel. Ball of your foot, squeezing the glutes to come up. Good. Good. Last one. Let your legs rest. Grab your lighter weight. Do our overhead pulls. I don't think I can see any of you when you go on the floor. That's okay. I'm going to trust you're following my cueing perfectly. So settle in. When we reach overhead, the tendency is to arch your back. I want your back not glued to the floor, but definitely aware of the floor. How's that for a description? So let's pull the weight apart and reach. Arms stay straight. Working the lats and the serratus. You don't need to touch the floor. You just need to keep your arms straight. Work with what your body will allow you to do today. You're all done. Let's superset. It'll take about 20 more seconds. So we're going from lats and serratus to rhomboids. And I don't expect you to remember this, but it's like double duty for your back muscles here. Rolling your shoulders down and back. They don't have to stay there. You just have to start there. Find your hinge. And let's row for 12. You're not bent over at the waist. Your hips are holding you. Good. Take your time. We have lots of time today. I don't know why we have so much more time today. Tuesday felt like it went really fast and it was a long workout. And today it's like, oh, we have lots of time. Okay. Stretch your back a little bit. Roll your shoulders. Let's come down on the floor, your bench, whatever you've got, and we'll do our chest press. We'll finish up round 2. Oof. And come on up. You can be kneeling, you can be standing. Let's stretch out the chest. Pull your arms down and back, looking up. Big breath in, let the upper part of your rib cage expand, if you can. And then let's give yourself a hug. Let your back round. You can tuck your head down. Let's do a little twist. It's funny, whenever I've done rows and back work and chest work, it's like, oh, a twist feels really good because you're moving all those muscles a little differently. Okay, let's take another 30 seconds and we'll come back to our squats for round 3. Feel back. Good. Okay, let's sink it down and up. Good. Thanks. Make sure you're feeling your whole foot. Okay, last round of overhead pulls. Find your weight for those overhead lifts. Going for 10 of these. Get a nice big stretch in your back muscles on the way down. Back is nice and stable. All back up and standing. Last round of rows. Find your hinge. And go. Good. Get to 12. Good. Okay. Whoo-wee. Last round of chest press. I don't know who has a weekend of gardening ahead of them, but I might be a little tired now that I'm thinking about this workout at the end of the month. Maybe you should do chest and back on Tuesdays. Okay. Chest press, last round. When you're done, and you know it. You're losing your form, don't fight for it. Especially if you're by yourself, don't fight for it. Not worth getting hurt. Okay, let's do little twists. Chest stretch. And let's rearrange our rooms. Because I need to rearrange my room for the next bit. Move my weights out of the way. We have our accessory work to do. Whew. So our accessory work is bear crawls. Everyone's favorite. Some of you have found practical applications for bear crawls working in the garden. Side plank, a bridge with a ball squeeze. So if you have a Pilates ball, that would be great. And hip shifts on a block. So a block and a ball are all we need. We're going to go through these once and then we'll stretch. So I'm now finished clearing my space. Okay, so bear crawl. I'll give you more floor to work with. There we go. Nothing fancy. We're going to keep doing it. Maybe let's do 3 steps one direction, 3 steps the other. And then we'll go forwards and backwards. So we'll change directions, if that's all right with you. So let's come up into our bear position. Knees are off the floor and step. 1, 2, 3. Stepping back. 1, 2, 3. Turning, I have to turn around. You can go forwards. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Coming onto your side. Do our mermaid side plank with the hip dip. You can do it from your knees. More advanced, do it from your toes. You don't need to do it from your wrist, but you do need to pop up so you're in a straight line. And we're going to drop that hip and pick it up. 3, 4. You can keep your arm up. You don't have to move it. You do have to drop the hip. And 10. Good. Coming around to side 2. Elbow right under your shoulder. Find your side plank and drop that hip. Just doing 10. Your feet are sliding. 6. Good. Hey, grab your ball. Come onto your back. Squeeze that ball between your knees. Then press it into your feet. We're going to go for 10 bridges. But first, settle your back onto the floor Make sure you're not arched up. Inhale, exhale, whew. That your ribs come down, that your spine come down. Your pelvis might tilt just a little bit. That is perfect. It's not only okay, it's perfect. Then inhale to prepare, exhale, push into your feet and lift up as high as you can. For 10, 9, squeezing the ball. 6, nice and soft landing. Make sure your rib cage and your spine happy on the floor. And then hug your knees in when you're done with that. Make little circles over your sacrum. And we'll go in both directions. Good. Okay, grab your block. We're going to do some hip shifting. So we want to start with our hips level, which means our knees are level as long as our legs are the same length, right? One knee on the block, one knee is hanging out in space. Hips are level. We're going to drop it ever so slightly so your pelvis is shifting and then pull it up. So the side that's on the block isn't moving at all. You're not scrunching, you're not twisting, you're not weaving. Let's do 4 more. Switching sides. So block under the knee, hips are level, you're not shifted up, you're not hiked down, you're not turning hip toward shoulder. Everything is nice and long and open. You're just going to drop that knee down and up, moving through the pelvis. You might get some cracking in your spine as you're doing this. That's okay. Do about 10 of these. Okay. Let's keep that block and let's do some hip rocking, but we'll use the block and it'll be offset hip shift. If you've been with me a while, we haven't done these in a really long time. Maybe 2 years. But we're going to put the first knee back up on the block and the other knee is down on the floor. So you're uneven. You're uneven in this rocking. So we're going to rock forwards and back 5 times. Just 5. This is the last one. Come back so that you're over your knees, hips over knees. You're going to cross the knee that's on the block. You're going to cross that foot behind behind the down knee. So we're going to, like you're going into a pigeon pose. But the knee on the block is doing the movement. Good. So just 5 of those. I'm going to turn and we'll see what I'm going to do next. We're going to kick that foot out from the knee that's on the block. So we're putting our hip into internal rotation and we're going to rock back and forth 5 times. So from the back, I should have shown you this first. You're rocking uneven like this. Then we're crossing like that. And then we're doing internal rotation like that. So coming to side 2, 5 rocks, just with everything parallel. 5. Then we're going to cross the foot behind the down knee for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to kick that foot out for 5, 4. It's a lot harder to rock when you're in internal rotation. 2, and 1. Good. You can toss that block to the side, down on your back. Whew, it's very bright in here. Let your back settle into the floor. Make sure everything's feeling good. We'll take our knees side to side. Nice, easy windshield wipers. Then we're going to take our knees up to tabletop and go side to side. Kind of like we did on Tuesday, but there's no weights. Try to keep your shoulders on the floor. Don't let them pop up. Good. Then bring your knees in. You're going to hug one knee in, stretch the other leg straight on the floor, ankle flexed, toes on both feet pointing up to the ceiling. 3 breaths here. And then keeping that straight leg pressing into the floor, we're going to take that bent knee out to the side and back. So just rotating a little bit in the hip socket. If you want, you can make that a circle, or you can just go out and in. Then we're going to switch hands and cross over the body. So we're going to do a nice twisty stretch, looking out over. If your knee is going to the right, you're looking to your left. Your straight leg will rotate, that's okay. And just sink into this. We're going to hold this for at least 20 more seconds. And come back to center and we're going to switch sides. So hugging both knees in, switch legs so the other leg, the leg you were working, gets stretched out. Toes are up to the ceiling. Just enjoy the stretch. Feel it across your hip flexors, end of your hips. And then we're going to take that bent knee out to the side and back in. It's a little mobilizing in the hip socket. If you want, you can make it circles. But if you make it circles, you have to go both ways. And then we're going to switch hands and cross over your body and do that twisty stretch the other way. Couple more seconds. Let's stay with it. Good. And then come back to center. Take one leg straight up to the ceiling. Circle your ankles. Go in both directions. And point and flex. Or flex and point. And then cross that ankle over the knee. Reach behind that thigh and hug that leg in. So your knee is out to the side. We're doing a number 4 stretch. Good. Bring that leg down. We're going to switch sides. The other leg up, circling the ankle. It's like watching synchronized swimming. Everybody is down on the floor off the camera, but their foot comes up, and that's all you see. Circle both directions if you haven't. Make sure you're getting a hamstring stretch, and then point and flex. Work through all those muscles in the lower leg. 2 more. Then I'm going to cross that ankle over the other knee. Bring that leg in and stretch. And 3, 2, 1. Stretch your legs long. Stretch your arms long overhead. You do a crescent stretch, so arms and feet move to one side. 2 breaths here. And then let's go to the other side. Let's roll over onto hands and knees. Thread the needle. Come into that stretch. Oh, it feels good on the back and shoulders. Let's go to the other side. Keep reaching 2 directions. Good. We're all done. We'll see you next week, I hope.